The UAE and the United States have shared a multidimensional strategic partnership and a long-standing friendship grounded in a shared commitment to advancing prosperity and stability in our countries, the region, and the world. Over the decades, the UAE has been a trusted partner of the United States, both in terms of bilateral relations and in matters of shared concern. We are keen to continue deepening this friendship for the benefit of both our nations and peoples. Your presence here today, Mr. President, affirms that this commitment is mutual. Diplomatic relations between our two nations was established in 1971, but the connection between our peoples goes back further. Two doctors who came as missionaries from the church in California have their names etched in the collective memory of the UAE. They are Pat and Marianne Kennedy. They arrived in LA in late 50s, working under challenging conditions at a time when up to 1 in 2 infants and 1 in 4 mothers died during childbirth. They founded Oasis Hospital, which played a pivotal role in the development of healthcare in the UAE. A few months after their arrival, Mr. President, I was born in the same hospital that these two American doctors founded. In recognition of their contributions, they were awarded the Abu Dhabi Award in its first edition in 2005. And in 2019, the hospital was renamed Kennedy Hospital in their honor. And their family was hosted in Abu Dhabi in gratitude for their service to the people of the UAE. Mr. President, the UAE and the United States share a strong development-focused partnership. This partnership has taken a significant leap forward since you assumed office, particularly in the areas of the new economy, energy, advanced technology, artificial intelligence, and industry. A testament to this is the UAE's plan to invest in the U.S. in these sectors through the UAE's investment bodies at a total value of $1.4 trillion over the next 10 years. Additionally, major partnerships and projects are underway between private sector entities in both nations. Beyond these areas, our countries maintain a strategic partnership in the field of space exploration. And the astronaut program and the asteroid Belt mission. In this context, I would like to share something that may not be widely known. The American spacecraft Apollo 17 that flew in 1973 had carried the UAE flag on its journey to the moon. That same flag was later sent by NASA to our nation's founding father, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, in 1973, along with a fragment of lunar rock. Sheikh Zayed met with Apollo astronauts on several occasions, and he had a deep and enduring mission for the UAE to reach space. Mr. President, in March of this year, you stated that the UAE and the United States have long been partners in efforts to bring peace and security to the Middle East and the world. Today, I reaffirm to you that the UAE remains committed to working with the United States to advance peace and stability in our region and globally. Once again, Mr. President, I warmly welcome you, and I'm confident that this visit will have a profound and positive impact on the future of our bilateral relations. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Your Highness. What a lot of people don't know, I think my staff is very surprised by it. You and I have been friends for a long time. We've been good friends. And what they don't know about you is that you are considered a truly great warrior. And you've been through the wars. You're a great warrior, a very strong man, a brilliant man, a man of vision, like few others, and highly respected. When they know you, there's tremendous respect, and you're so respected in the Middle East. It's really amazing. You know, we've done the tour with two of your very good friends, you know that. And we were talking about you, and I won't tell you everything they said, but I can say it was all good. It was all good. Total admiration and respect for what you've done and who you are. And they said, when he gives you a handshake, when he makes a deal, that's the deal. And your wonderful brother came to Washington a few weeks ago, and he told us about your generous statement as to the 1.4 trillion. And all I could say is thank you very much. We will work very hard to deserve it. I have absolutely no doubt that the relationship will only get bigger and better. Your relationship and mine can't get better, so I can't say it's going to get better because it's at the highest level it can be. But our countries will work together. We've become a very hot country. We were not such a hot country 6 months ago. And now I think we're the hottest country, if you want to know the truth. We had one little indication. A year ago, we were having a hard time getting people to join the military. Enlistment, they call it in our country. We were getting very bad vibes, very unhappy. It was an unhappy country. A lot of foolish things were happening, stupid things were happening. And we just got the numbers. We had the highest enlistment numbers just about that we've ever had. We think it's probably the highest, but they say have to be extremely accurate when it comes to the news, because they check every word I say. If there's a little bit of an inaccuracy, but I will tell you, we had just about the best numbers for enlistment we've ever had. Every one of our services. I'm very proud of Space Force because I created Space Force. That was my baby. Hadn't been done in 78 years, a new force, and it's doing phenomenally well. We were not winning the space war, and now we're leading it by tremendous margins over Russia and China primarily. And so we're very proud of it, but I'm very proud of, maybe even more so, the enlistment numbers. So we went from having a hard time getting people to join our armed forces and our police, by the way, to having the best numbers that we've ever had, wanting to join. They're proud of our country again. That's a big thing, and to happen so fast, over about a 6 or 7 month period, that's a big honor. And likewise, the police, very hard to get police, and now the ranks are bursting and with pride. So that's something that we're very happy about. We've had investments in our country over the last 3 months, but really 2 months, because it took me a couple of weeks to get started. You know, I had to get a little acclimated again, because we had a very successful first term, as you knew. We had one of the most successful economies in the history of our country. First term was amazing. We did a lot of things. We rebuilt our military. We did a lot of great things. And I think this is even going to be better. But we have now, I think, substantially over $10 trillion of investment. And now when they add the $1.4 trillion, we easily break that number. So that's investment or investment that we think will soon happen. And it doesn't include people that are building, because not everybody comes and tells us that they're building, and you know, it's a big country, but we're having numbers that we've never done before, and that means AI plants. That means, as an example, a really good example is Apple. Apple is now spending much more than $500 billion on plants. They didn't do that before. As you know, they built their plants in another location. We have the biggest computer company, $500 billion. We have Mr. Wei of Taiwan is spending $200 billion. Jensen who's great. Jensen Huang is spending $500 billion. We have numbers that nobody's ever seen before. That all means jobs, because to me the most important jobs. I want jobs. And we have costs are way down. Groceries, they have a term, grocery. It's an old term, but it means basically what you're buying, food. It's a pretty accurate term, but it's an old-fashioned sound. But groceries are down, costs are down, eggs are down. They were, first week they were hitting me with eggs were up 200%, and now they're down to a number that is amazing. We're down 97, 98% from where they were. And everybody, they said, you won't have eggs for Easter. Well, we had everybody had eggs for Easter at a very reasonable price. At the White House, we had our little Easter egg roll, and we had hundreds of thousands of eggs purchased. They said, you have to go out and buy plastic eggs. That didn't work out. So we've done a real job, and our energy costs are way down. The energy is way down. Gasoline is down. And we have almost no inflation. So we've got the economy back. We've got a border now that's very powerful, 99.9%, and nobody would have believed that was possible. It was a real mess. We had, frankly, an incompetent previous administration. I know you weren't thrilled with them. They abandoned people, and it wasn't that they abandoned. They didn't bother to call people back. They treated people with great disrespect, but part of it was a level of stupidity that we've never seen before. And I'm glad we arrived, and I know people also woo you. You know, you're an amazing country. You're a rich country. You can have your choice, but I know you'll never leave my side. I know that. And you know the special relationship that we have and our country has. So our country's back with you, and our country's back in a lot of ways. We have a country with tremendous spirit right now, tremendous. They haven't seen anything like it. I would say this. We're far ahead of schedule. If you would have told me these numbers in a year and a half from now, I would have been very happy with them. But think that substantially more than $10 trillion. You'll have numbers of other presidents where they won't do $1 trillion in a long time, $1 trillion. We did it in 2 months because, again, you figure 3, but let me have 1 month of fixing up the Oval Office, in other words, getting things ready. And I look forward to having you in the White House. We'll celebrate together. But we are going to be your friend, and we're going to be your partner, and we really appreciate your confidence. And an investment. That's your biggest investment that you've ever made, and we really appreciate it, and we're going to treat you very, as you should be, magnificently. And you're a magnificent man, and it's an honor to be with you.
My honor, Mr. President.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. شكرا شباب. دخل وسام.
نستأذن سموكم بالبدء. Your Highness, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, in recognition of President Donald Trump's exceptional efforts to strengthen the long-standing ties of friendship and strategic partnership between the United Arab Emirates and United States of America, I am honored to announce that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan bestows the Order of Zayed upon President Trump.
Will you give me the honor?
Thank you.
Excuse me, everyone, please.
This has been a great visit with a great man, a great country, and you see what's going on, a tremendous investment in our country, and the development you just looked at, AI Plus, is going to be purchased through mostly companies based in the United States, and Jensen was here and the whole group, and I think it's going to be something very special. It's a massive project. And it's going to be brought through the United States, largely. And it's an honor to be here. And the last 4 days have been really amazing. I think they've been amazing. But it shows you where our country can go. And I want to thank all of my team, Howard, Scott, everybody. They've done an amazing job. So we'll be leaving tomorrow, as you know. Almost destination unknown. Because we're getting calls, could you be here, could you be there? But probably going back to Washington, D.C. tomorrow. Some of you are going to be traveling with us. And I'm going to sign the guest book now, and we appreciate you've treated us, the media's treated us very fairly. Maybe because you're with me, I don't know, but they've treated us very fairly. It's been an amazing trip. I don't think there's ever been anything like it. And it's a great honor to be with you tonight. It's my honor. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.